Hi, John.
Hello.
It's great to meet you. I'm a huge fan of the show, and Andy's character, he's been through the ringer this season. You've gone through an enormous transformation. You professed your love, but didn't get the girl. Are we going to find out in season 2 what were your motives for going to the dark side?
Oh, that's a lot. All the things that came out of your mouth.
Wow.
You know, I have no idea what will happen in season 2. I don't know if I'll be back in season 2.
Say it ain't so.
But if I do, it's going to be sexy. It's going to be, I can promise you that much.
You're going to make that transformation sexy?
I feel that this is your opportunity to lobby the creators to bring Andy back. I'm afraid that it's unseemly if I do.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
But thank you for introducing the sexy. Hi, Lindy. Hi, it's so nice to meet you. I'm a huge fan of the show, and your character, she comes in a few episodes later, and we learn about her history with Abby. And I wanted to find out, I'm worried about your character. She's been in a car crash.
I'm worried too.
Yeah, and so the horseman, he should have checked to see if you were really demise. So hopefully you'll be back next season, and I was going to ask you, are we going to get to see some of the more backstory about all the missions that Sheriff Corbin had sent you on, and if there's anything that you can tease about season 2?
Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. I know Lindy Greenwood, the actress, is back, but I don't know what that means for Jennifer Mills. She could be back as a person probably, or alive. We'll see what happens in the car crash. I'm hoping she's I don't know how I am, but I know she's back. But with respect to Jenny's past, I'd love to see that too. And I think there's a lot of stuff that could be told there. There's a lot of really great writing.
Do you have any hints about season 2 at all for us?
I wish I did, but I don't even know. I just know Jenny's back in some capacity. Oh, well, that I know. I can tell you that.
Okay.
That's one of them.
All right, thank you very much.
Hi, Tom.
Hello.
Did you know when Joe Noble was cast and you were his dad?
Yes, I did. They said that a guy's going to come in and you're going to find out eventually that he's your son. I didn't know about the war. I didn't know he was the second horseman. But yes, I knew from the beginning. And it was a very difficult secret to keep. It's largely thanks to the writers. They've done such an incredible job of walking that fine line. And it's important to have those like-mindedness. I don't think it could be an incredibly earnest show, or it wouldn't really work. I won't lie, every time I get a script, I kind of look for those moments, because they're just the fun ones to play.
Say you were trapped in the revolution era, what would be the most difficult thing to adjust to?
I love a bar, and I love just lying in a bar for hours with a whistle, which I couldn't do, so I died. I throw myself in a river with some leaves.
Your character is from 16th century. How do you prepare for that role?
A lot of it was in the scripts. The writer's done a lot of research. There are moments that I wasn't familiar with, not being an expert on American history. So I did lots of research into each of the characters that appeared and the events that are described in the past. Ever since school, I've loved history, so a lot of the period in England I know about, and so I could bring some of that. And there are some excellent books. There was a really good book by Leica Picard. She wrote a series of books about London. There's an Elizabethan London, Samuel Johnson's London, which is when Ichabod's from. And so I sifted through that. I owe a lot to Liza Picard, and finding as many different antiquated swear words as I could, and trying to fit old school swear words in. But I was busted and they wouldn't let me. Season 2, I'll be swearing all over the place.
What do you expect from season 2, from your character?
Well, I mean, they left season 1 at such a high, and with this group of writers, they're just going to be excited to take it even further. So it's going to be very cool, I promise.
What is the favorite aspect of this character for you? What is it about it?
I think it's finding the balance between the humour and the disaster that he's in. It's someone being far too proud to let anyone see that he's terrified and confused.
And what is the least favorite part of this character?
The wig.
The wig.
Quick question. Since the whole beginning of the series, you've basically been wearing the same clothes, and we've seen you try different styles. What's going to happen in season 2? Is he actually going to update his wardrobe?
I don't think so. I quite like it. There was a slight change of clothes. I thought it was a very clever idea to find a reenactment camp and find a woman who sells 18th century clothes. So I'm hoping that he's going to go and visit her every time he wants a new blouse.
How are you enjoying the cult fandom?
Oh, I mean, it's such a treat. It shows that people are enjoying the show and really invested in it. And that's the greatest compliment that you can have as a writer. And also I think the writers are enjoying it as well, because they know they can throw in something very small and people will pick up on it and explore it. It's a joy.
Thank you so much. Thank you. What,
yes, hi.
What other character would you like to play on the show?
What other character would I like to play on the show? Moloch. That would be kind of fun. Just to have the horns and the creepy walk, I would like that. That would be kind of fun for me.
Is your T-shirt a preview of your plot arc for season 2?
Right, my T-shirt is me trying to advocate with sleepyheads that we should break Frank Irving out of prison. It needs to happen, and since he's a fictional character, I don't mind trying to break this particular fake black dude out of prison.
Irving's kind of badass. How did you plan to prepare for the role? Because you working on the head?
I am actually a deputy sheriff, so I've been down that road before. I became a licensed deputy sheriff when I was doing a movie with Michael Douglas, and I think being tactile with guns and such is important for that type of role, but I think mostly instead when you're carrying that type of power to take somebody's life in your arm, then that needs to be something that sort of resonates, and that's the most fun part about the character.
Thank you.
Pulling me away like I'm crazy. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Two little girls. The possibility, the potential of staying there for how many, years seems like something that Abby, being a tough, kind of, cynical person, wouldn't deal too well with. By the way, it's really great to see so many women in the audience.
I second that motion.
John Lenny, how did you all
It's uncomfortable, okay? You call between midnight and 4 a.m. Is that not happening? Oh my God, that's my imagination. I'm sorry. I think trying to protect one's family under those circumstances, I think, is obviously difficult. And seeing your daughter, someone you love so much, and seeing your wife, seeing people who you care so much about go through that is obviously really difficult, particularly, I think, the hopelessness he feels right now. So, for all practical purposes, I think Alex and Bob and Mark and Lynn have been clear. He's about to have a tough time, but he's had a tough time, and I'm so excited about, I think, just... Oh, you're fighting yourself. Buries you alive. Really? You killed the headless horseman. You're a badass. Deal with it.
You're protecting your daughter, right? Are you going to use the insanity defense?
I think the insanity defense could work for Orlando Jones. I'm not sure if Irving, but I think the fun of the show is how real and grounded it is in the midst of all this craziness. So for me, it's really a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying it and excited to hear